Good evening and welcome to tonight's spooky video. Tonight I have another haunted doll to talk about. I know you guys really enjoy these videos, so here's another haunted doll. So you guys really seem to enjoy the videos on haunted dolls, so I thought, why not look up some more and see what I can find. And I came across one that was really kind of creepy and spooky, and I'm not sure if many people have talked about it. The article that I found on it was from July of 2017, so it's fairly recent. This doll doesn't have a name. You know, like a lot of dolls, that like Robert the Doll or Annabelle, they all have names. So this one doesn't have a name. I'm just gonna call her the Bride because the doll is dressed in like a white bride's kind of outfit. So I'm gonna name her. I'm calling her the Bride. And from now on, whenever you hear the Bride, you're gonna know that I started this. I came up with the name for this haunted doll. Y'all don't take it from me. So in the UK, there was a lady named Debbie Merrick, and she came across a kind of a bundle of 3 different dolls at a local charity shop. She thought they may be worth some money, so she paid €5 for all 3 of them and brought them home thinking nothing more of it. It wasn't long after bringing home these dolls that things started to kind of get creepy and spooky. 2 of the dolls she had no problem with. She didn't get any weird or odd feelings with them, but there was one that she didn't even really like to touch or pick up, because whenever she did, she kind of felt sick or nauseous, and she just didn't like this one doll. And the doll was the one that was wearing this white dress. It looks like a bride. After she brought this doll into her home, like I said, things started to get a little weird. This smoke alarm started to go off in the middle of the night all by themselves when there was no smoke, no fire. And one night, Debbie claims that she could hear the floorboards creaking as if somebody was walking across the floor. She got up out of bed to look to see if maybe her daughter had gotten up in the middle of the night, but her daughter was sleeping in her bed, so it wasn't her. So fast forward a couple mornings after bringing the dolls home, and Debbie's husband wakes up to some mysterious scratches on his leg. He claims that he doesn't know how they got there, and they describe them as being small in size, almost like a cat scratch. And he said they were kind of painful. They were sore to the touch. What's kind of eerie and creepy about these scratches is that the daughter kept saying to the dad, "The doll did this. The doll scratched you," which is insane. It's so creepy. How would that thought even come into a child's head? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's creepy. Maybe the child knew something that the family didn't. They say that children are a little bit more in tune with that kind of stuff, so I don't know. It's creepy though. Debbie said that she even started to have nightmares about the doll after she brought it into their home. She said that she would have this nightmare, and in it, the doll would be dragging itself towards her across the floor. Ugh! Yeah, I would get rid of it fast. So Debbie has a friend over who claims she's a medium, and she says to Debbie, there is something in that doll. And that was kind of like the last straw. After that, Debbie was like, that's it, I'm getting this thing out of my house. She put it in a box and she wrapped a necklace around its neck. She says she remembers wrapping it around the neck 4 times, and she put it in the shed and wanted to just forget about it. But a couple days later, when she went into the shed, she noticed that the doll had moved and the necklace was taking off of the doll's neck. I mean, that's creepy. She says that the doll was in a completely different position than when she had left it, and I don't know. Maybe it was the little girl that went in there, and maybe she started playing with the doll a little bit, but she claims that it moved on its own. So I don't know. It's scary. It's creepy. So again, Debbie was like, enough is enough. She didn't want to touch the doll, but she did. She touched it a couple more times to take some pictures of it because she wanted to put it on eBay. And she said every time she would touch the doll, she felt sick to her stomach again. So Debbie took the pictures of the doll, she put it on eBay, and She said if the doll doesn't sell, then she is going to just give it to a local charity. Of course, as soon as I found out that she put it on eBay, I was like, I'm gonna see if I can find this doll, and I couldn't find it. You know, it's so hard to like search a specific doll like that, especially when like all I could type in was like doll with bride's dress or haunted bride doll, or there's tons of them, and frankly a lot of them look alike, and I didn't want to buy like a knockoff or not the real one, and I figured it's probably already gone by now. This was published in July and it's now September, and I'm sure as soon as this article was published, somebody else that was really into the paranormal, kind of like me, probably bought the doll like that, and you know, it's probably terrorizing their house. So what do you guys think of the bride? Do you think it is truly haunted? Do you think it's possessed by something? My thoughts on it, if what this lady is saying is true, if everything that she said happened, I kind of feel like it's more of a negative entity, maybe even a demonic entity, because of the scratches, and I don't know, just when she would touch it, she would feel sick to her stomach. To me, that feels a little bit more sinister, a little darker than just a haunting of a doll. If what she says is true, I kind of feel like it's possessed by like a demon or something like that. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's video. If you did, make sure and give it a like, and if you haven't already, you should really subscribe. I do creepy videos on Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, and you don't want to miss it. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.